Hey everyone, welcome to Health Talks with Bokz. My name is Bokz and I talk about health and more health and just health and health and health on this channel. So I will be telling you guys more about the core, a beautiful part of the body comprised of many muscles that are very important because it is sort of our center and sort of make sure that all the force of around us is properly dispersed, properly concentrated and everything, causing less strain in the body. Very important part of the body. I want to tell you guys a few of the muscles in the area from in our trunk, and that's the area from our breastbone all the way down to our hips. So we'll do the muscles in the front of the body and the back of the body. Let's see the core muscles that are part of the trunk. All right. So let's start with the front. Okay, let's break it down a little because there are a few muscles that I want to go through. Names are quite hectic, but I have faith that we will remember all of them and things will just be fantastic after I tell you all of these. So, core muscles, you have two different types of muscle groups. You have stabilizing muscle groups and muscles, and then you have mover muscles. So stabilizer muscles stabilize a part of the body so that the muscle that causes the action can do its job without causing pain in the joint or any other parts of the body. So the core also has stabilizer muscles and mover muscles. So starting with the stabilizer muscle in the front of the core, it's known as Transversus abdominis. Yes, also known as TA, probably the simpler way. It's pretty much a muscle that is very important in training. Its activation is important for us to be able to do other activities such as walking, to allow other muscles such as other core muscles to do their job. So its activation needs to happen before the activation of other muscles, hence why it is a stabilizer. Okay, situated at the bottom between our two hip bones in the front, sort of wraps in that area. That is your transversus abdominis. Moving on to another muscle that doesn't really do much but does quite a lot. Part of the core, it is known as our diaphragm. Yes guys, the diaphragm is a muscle. It is a dome-shaped muscle that is important in breathing. Okay, so this muscle pretty much sits at the top here by our ribs, connecting to our ribs all the way around, forming like a dome, separating the muscles in the chest, the organs in the chest, to the organs in the stomach or abdominis area. Right, so that is your diaphragm. Generally activates or contracts when we breathe in and relaxes when we breathe out. Okay, so TA and the diaphragm are the first muscles. Next, we have the three abdominal muscles that are quite visible if well trained, and if your genes allow you to, have those to appear. Most people have it as an 8-pack, some people have it as a 6-pack, but the majority of us have it as a 1-pack, and that is that nice big muscle that comes over here over our tummy area. It's known as rectus abdominis. So our rectus abdominis, pretty much that 6-pack muscle, it's action, it's a mover muscle. What it does is it brings our trunk towards our legs or brings our legs towards our trunk. So that's its main action. Next, you have two muscles that are situated on the sides around here. Those are more like those chiseled muscles that you see, like those bumps that you see on the side here, the non-love handle people. Yes, the first one that is most superficial, the one that you're likely to see more, is known as your external oblique. Okay, and the other one is your internal oblique. So your external oblique and internal oblique sort of do the same action. There's only one difference between the two. So firstly, the things that they do that are similar is that with the rectus abdominis, they bring the trunk forward or bring the legs towards the trunk. Also, when only one side is contracting, then it bends side to side. Then the difference is when we bring our shoulder across our body, the external oblique of this side, of the side where the shoulder is going forward, is activating, where the internal oblique on the opposite side is activating. So that's its difference. The internal oblique brings the opposite shoulder forward, external oblique brings the same shoulder forward across the body. Alright, so those are all the muscles in the front trunk region of the core. Moving to the back, so muscles generally by going from your ribs, where you can feel your ribs, all the way down to your hips. We're going to start with the first muscle, that is the stabilizer muscle. Okay, so the back also has a stabilizer muscle. This muscle is known as multifidus. It's an actual spine stabilizer, so it has little car pieces. I don't know. Yeah, the words lose my mind. It's got little fragments, fibers. I don't know which one to call it. Fibers maybe sounds better. That actually are connected to the bone of the spine, and it sort of supports the joints in the spine. Make sure that there's liquidity in spinal movements, such as like bending head forward, bending back forward. So being able to do all this without injuring yourself is part of multifidus's role. All right, so that's it's stabilizing. Make sure that the spine, different parts of the spine, can be separated from one another. Then we have a postural muscle, which is also sort of a mover muscle, but mainly stable, making sure that we keep our posture nice and upright. This is known as erector spinae. All right, 3 groups of muscles that sort of run from the hips all the way up along the spine and attach at the skull, the base of the skull, the head bone. That is your erector spinae. So very important in posture. Can also cause some lower back pain problems as well, because it's constantly working, right? Its main action is to bend the trunk backwards, and also can do side to side and twisting as well. Okay, next, another culprit of lower back pain, the biggest one, is known as quadratus lumborum. Yes, QL. Very terrible muscle, but very important, I guess, as well, like all the muscles are in the body. So your QL goes from your spine, attaches to your spine all the way down to your hips. Not really a big muscle, but generally is shortened when our hips go forward, causing that lower back pain, because they are constantly always working in a shortened space. So similar to erector spinae, also bends the trunk backwards when the two sides are working together, but mainly side to side is its action. All right, those are the trunk muscles of the core that I want to tell you guys about. Yes, very big words, but mainly moving the trunk in sideways, forwards, backwards, and also moving the legs towards the trunk in both directions, and also from the sideways as well, is its main action. The stabilizing muscles, the important muscles to always train, make sure they're activating before you do activities, is transversus abdominis, that's the muscle in the front, and multifidus, which is a stabilizer of the spine. Alright guys, that is everything for today. If you want to find out more about these muscles, just proper anatomical terms and all that, do message me on my Facebook page. Also, make sure that you have a lovely rest of the week. I'll see you guys soon with another video on How Talks with Bokz. Bye. Sorry, allergies. But thanks guys for watching. If you want to see more videos, do click on one of them over here, or if you want to see my channel, do click on the little round thingy at the bottom of this page thing. Alright guys, I will definitely see you soon with a new video about my life, my journey, or health condition. Enjoy, hop on board, subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.